Well, it's not a good idea to use like cordless headphones because the latency and everything. You ever have a lot of shit to say, but you don't know if you should say it? I've started saying it. Hello, everyone. This is your faithful the author behind Amanda Splatts, San Ruby, and the cast of Mahavre. This is Philip the Hole. This is the wrap-up show. Going all the way back to Thanksgiving break. Got a lot of shit to talk about. A lot of shit to talk about. I wanted to do this initially in the middle of December, so it'd like split December nice and easily, because I'll be going on hiatus at the end of the year. A couple weeks, hopefully. I didn't realize so much shit would happen before December that there'd be a lot of that shit to cover too. And I only got a couple hours because I got work coming. So before we even get into the game, let's go ahead and talk about what happened Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was fucking great. Got to see family I hadn't seen in years. They had fried turkey and nobody fucking died. It was great. Because you see the fried turkey on TV, dumbass fucking people dumping the turkey in boiling oil on the porch, covered porch or something, casting an inferno everywhere. No. They cooked the turkey first, breaded it, and then put it in a deep fryer. That's how we fried that turkey. It's great. It's great seeing Mother Splatts in bed spirits, and it's great seeing Father Splatts being cognizant. We keep getting older, man. We all keep getting older. And then Black Friday was just, oh, fucking dog shit. And I fucking hated it. But survived. I always survive somehow. But yeah, Thanksgiving was beautiful, man. Then the holidays kicked into overdrive. They defrosted Mariah Carey and shit. Getting work done. Trying to get some stuff ready for WebP next Wednesday. I haven't gotten all the pre-tapes I wanted to done because I just don't have any energy after work anymore. But I have gotten the two important ones done. I'll get to those later. Just I hope to do a few pre-tapes for the show itself, but if not, I'll go ahead and do it live like I've been doing. It was really nice doing pre-tapes for the Real Folk Blues, but considering that's a tournament and like there are no storylines actually going to be coming out of the tournament except for the Jet Championship, I can pre-record stuff without having to know who won. So then, see, what was the 26th? Every time before, like the day before the wrap up show, I go over my Twitter feed. I go over my Twitter feed and I see what I did when I did. Oh, yeah, the 26th was the day before Thanksgiving. Day before Thanksgiving, my hiatus had kicked in. And I call it a hiatus. It was a week, but there are some people who will shit their pants and cry and throw their feces at the wall if I say a hiatus is a week. So I'll say it to piss them off. We played. He played Royalty Free for All, which is this real cool arena battler, like Smash like, where they have royalty free characters. You can technically add to them every year the way that copyright works in America. They had like Sweeney Todd, they had Lancelot, they had Nessie. Nessie's kind of OP. It was really, it was fucking cool. So Malone was playing it, then Choco started playing it, and then I started playing it. We all did a whole bunch of fucking drive-by tech diagnoses. I was able to spend a little time with each of the characters before Malone had another collab going. like the afternoon, the evening, and it was cool. I was in the middle of a hiatus then, but it was so cool that I was able to spend a little time with two of the people that I trust more in this industry than anyone else, Malone and Choco. That was a hell of a time. So I told you and I warned you that I may not have a Thanksgiving bonus video this year, but I did. I did. And it was a fucking doozy. Miang Moonspell completely breaks Castlevania. No, we'll start like I'm 7/8 done with the game. I'm almost done. I know we're gonna finish today. So Miang Moonspell breaks Castlevania. I told you Miang Moonspell's strongest character in the game. Because when she overheals, it adds to her. Like, Dad's like over. She has a ton of automatic healing stuff, and the massive potential to max out her HP. And move that max HP up. She becomes invincible after long enough. You're hanging around long enough, she becomes invincible. So I'm like, my great build, plus her innate healing abilities, plus all the shit you can get in the Castlevania stage that drops. You can just get so stupid powerful. Because you can fight all the bosses even if you've already defeated them. And just get dumb powerful. So the reason I was trying to temper your expectations about having a video out or not was because I didn't know whether I was going to hit what I needed in the first try. Because what I needed was very specific. It's the garlic, the heart, the crown, the laurel, the lancet, the pentagram, and then the 2 rings and the 2 mouths. I absolutely needed those, and she didn't have a whole bunch of rerolls. But luckily, yeah, first hit, and as soon as I got everything I needed, I knew I was just gonna be able to fucking end it. Fucking destroy everything. It's great. So that was that video. It's just me going into Ode to Castlevania mode. And just going completely OP and then just letting the controller go for a while. Catching everything, leveling everything up. Got up to level 200 after 2 hours. And I'm like, there's no more point, is there? 2 hours in game. Just to cut bait here. So it was a hell of a time. It was fun to see just how broken shit can get. With games like Vampire Survivors and things like that, it's always fun to see how broken shit can get. Going through just sorting through. I think this is it. You want to look at the screen for just a moment. You know, the wrap-up show is not a show that most people watch live or most people watch at all. It's partially just for me. But yeah, look at all that shit. Because even with, like, normally people have a limit of 6 passive and 6 weapons. But if you're full and you pick up something off the ground, you still get to add it. Like, it ignores the cap. If you get it from a boss or something, or if it's just laying there. So it was just fucking insane, and I loved it. Like the reason I wanted to temper your expectation about getting a Thanksgiving video out, getting that out, I knew I wanted to do that. But I didn't know if I could hit all the items I needed. I knew I'd only have 1 or 2 attempts. Without having to skip enough skips or banishes or anything. Because by then I'd gotten pretty much almost all the weapons. And that's a lot to sift through to get the few that you need. So, what else did I do? Oh, you saw the stream about me getting pissy over Hishiaki Bono. I got her to the mountaintop off stream. I beat the final level in the campaign mode, the triple race one. Uh, it was relatively simple. It's like 60% power, 39% speed, and 1% wit, just so her shit could proc off. Um, the fact that she was sired by Symboli Rudolph and Narita Bryan really helped, because the shadow skill and the Behold Thy Emperor's Divine Might almost kicked off at almost the exact same time every time, and it was great. That's why I worked just a tiny little bit on the wit to make sure that kicked off. And there we go. Now I have a whole 5-person team. Haru, Ryan, Symboli, Hishi Akibono, and Goldchip. Now just gotta see if they add any that I'm interested in. Like I'm very interested in Manhattan Cafe. I'll get to that. Yeah, I got her from the mountaintop. And so I was cool. And what else? Alunet Mignon. Alunet Mignon showed signs. I was so happy to see someone had taken up that issue of Alunet Mignon and broke the curse. Alu broke the curse. Because, like, there was supposedly, like, a curse about people who don't scream regularly taking up the Alunet character, and she was, like, the 7th or 8th person to take it. But she streamed multiple times, broke the curse, and we was wondering, like, hey, where is she? It's been a while. And then she put out an update with a cool picture of her in a samurai get up, like real samurai, like with the fucking armor and everything. Yeah, it was great. So Alu, I don't know if you're watching now. I don't know if you're looking on the Discord or anything, but we're happy to have you back. Even if it's just a tweet, stay strong, girl. So yeah, the pre-tapes for the circle will be unbroken. Also, we'll get to the fill up the hole next. We're starting to get to the game stuff. Pre-tapes for the circle be unbroken. The 1 year anniversary show coming up on Wednesday. I got the 2 important pre-tapes done with the plot. The 2 important ones, which were number 1, number 1, Vice, who won the tournament, actually refusing to face Kisad for the World Heavyweight Championship. She refused that and instead wants a shot at the tag titles for the tag championship. So it'll be Vice and Mature versus Lincoln Zelda main eventing. Will the circle be unbroken? And it'll be talking match of the year with the rubber match. Because Bar Windfish versus Takamori, the first time I saw it, they're like I said right there, this is a match of the year candidate. And then they went at it again with another 5-star candidate. Both of the game rated them both 5 stars. So now Mori, Yara, Yui Ren, and Yui Ron, they're actually going to main event. Takamori versus Bar Windfish 3 at a very tag team centric Will the Circle Be Unbroken this upcoming Wednesday. If I can pre-tape some more segments, I will. But the 2 segments I need for the lead up for the bridge, since I'm only doing 1 WebP this month, those are the ones I posted. Setting up the main events. Except for Geese. We still don't know who Geese is facing. Or the G-Man, who is the current... G-Man, who is the current King of Flavortown champion. Kind of an interesting full circle how G-Man was the first ever mayor of Flavortown at the first show. Now, 1 year later, he's the mayor of Flavortown again. So, and that takes us to coming back. We're up to stage 7 of 8, so I'm sure we'll probably finish. I'm 100% sure we'll finish in like an hour, maybe. Okay, did I just get like destroyed anything? I guess right click. So I'll do what I do last time, make a few buildings and then chat a little bit. I don't know about doing this both at once. But we'll go ahead and pull up the next thumbnail. Go ahead, at least build up the buildings first. Put the compressor here, the factory here, the house here, power here, another factory, another house, and let's do the helipad here, away from everything. Go ahead and start chunking all that money into the buildings. I think we got to do R&D too. I think I forgot R&D. Make this R&D instead. Get the basics on, then once I get a little money, I'll go ahead and update them. Did I update everything? Money is skyrocketing. I'll check the grid after a couple wraps. I'd so let them. I know you're supposed to update bit by bit, one by one, brick by brick. But I'd rather just yap and play and like not have to be playing while yap because that's what I do for a fucking living. Not a living. I don't get paid. I'm not getting paid a cent for this shit. So came back the way I wanted to with the game I wanted to play more than anything in the fucking world. Disco Elysium. I love Disco Elysium. It's so brilliant. The writing is so amazing. Takes on so many twists and turns. This one mostly about the Hardys. How the fucking Hardys, those the union guys, but how we found out that yes, it was in fact the Hardys and the one moon lady, the movie lady rather. We found out it was in fact them that strung up the guy. It was them that killed the guy. So they just kind of admitted it. Of course, then the question is why? And that became a whole sort of tale in and of itself. I think we got to like 4 p.m. a day, too. They said that this one woman, the orange dancer, was raped. Then we interviewed the woman. She said, no, she wasn't raped. Then the other people said, no, like someone else killed him. Like, we just hung him. No, he really died because he was having sex with the orange lady. And the orange lady was like, yeah, he died because he had sex with me. And then they're like, where are the bullets coming from? And it's just insane. Like, played for 4 or 5 hours, the amount of twists and turns the story took. And the amount of options I had to deal with them, like passing and failing the rolls, trying to figure it out, shit. I've still got leads that I haven't been able to follow yet. And the game is just opening up. Like, the game really opens up. Like, there's so much of my objectives I can't complete until day 3. When the way to the fishing village opens. Can't even touch those. So just had to do it, like, for just follow the Hardys for a while. Get up to their shit. Plus, I had my second death. I threatened the Hardys, and they put me in the dirt. So, fair enough. Fair fucking enough. But yeah, so now we're up to the point where we had to investigate a few different places where the bullet could have come from. So we'll be exploring the city for a little while. Basically, wasting a little time waiting to see when the fishing village opens up on day 3. So we can go ahead and get all that stuff. I already paid for night 2 at the Whirling and Rags. And like I said, I didn't look up any storyline stuff. I didn't look up any spoiler stuff. I did look up a couple of mechanical things, like how to play the game, things like that. And there supposedly is a way in, once you get to the fishing village, a place you can stay for 3, so you don't have to spend $20 at the Whirling and Rags. Because that's a lot of money you could spend on HP and sanity. Yeah, I also got the achievement of normal boring cup. Just a normal cup. Middle of the road, no political views. I'm just trying to get shit done. Although, even though that dulled my Inland Empire, it gives me an extra potential to everything. And I think that's probably the best power up I could get at this point. Because if I fail a check, if it's a white check, you can redo the check if you put a point in that skill. So having an extra empty point in every single skill, it's actually really good. Because you can that I essentially now have license to retry old kind of shit. So yeah, I am so compelled by how the story goes, and it's just getting started. We've got one last session of Disco Elysium before the end of the break. Before I hit the breaking point. And I think I should be able to get finished by day 2. By then. Yeah, this week. This week I'm doing Disco Elysium, because last Sunday I did Darkest Dungeon. That was a whole fucking thing. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm so looking forward to seeing how that game goes. How that story goes. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. There was Disco Elysium. And then things went bad. Things went fucking bad. Darkest Dungeon. Fucking Farmstead. The main goal was to get ready for the Countess. I'm doing Crimson Court. Christmas and Crimson Court this year. Spoiler alert, it's going to be the final Darkest Dungeon stream. I'm not beating the game, I don't care anymore. We'll get to that. But I also had decided I needed to train up everyone who was going to be doing Crimson Court. And I think I got everyone I needed for at least one run. I wanted to get 2 of each person I needed to level 6. I got 2 Vestals, I got 2 Hellions. I think I got 1 Flagellant, if not both of them. And then like 1 Man-at-Arms, if not both. I'll have to double check. But I want at least 1 Flagellant, 1 Man-at-Arms, 1 Vestal, and 1 Hellion. Because that's like, I believe, not in that order, but the optimal team for the Countess. If I can at least kill off the Countess and stop this Crimson Court shit from happening, and never have to fight the Fanatic ever again, then I'm fine. I'm totally fine with it. So although I decided to go ahead and, of course, obviously this is the author, so I'm talking, when I say me, I mean Sam will be as well. So I decided to go ahead and set up, see if I could take out the sleeper from the farmstead. And unfortunately did not do it. Didn't even get up to the sleeper. I think I got up close to the miller once. Never made it to the sleeper. Just never had a good party composition, couldn't heal, etc. Just did not have the proper composition needed. Although I did end up getting the lock-in. So that was the bad news. Totally failed at Farmstead. Good news is that nobody died. If someone quote-unquote dies during a Farmstead run, they don't die. They get what's known as refracted. They come back with full 100% madness. And I think they lose their trinkets, but they still live. It was actually really good. So, did not do good. Was not a good time. And then I had not a good time. I had a bad time. The seasonal affective disorder got really bad. Talked about it before. I don't want to touch on it too much. If you have seasonal affective disorder like winter, things get really fucking bad. And it doesn't help that there have been other things going on too. Things I don't think I can talk about. I don't think I'll be allowed to talk about in the community. Not sure if I'd be allowed to talk about them. If I want to stay in the community, but things got so bad that I just couldn't sleep. Everything hurt. Life was fucking dog shit. I just gave up and did fucking karaoke. Used to be a long time ago when I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I just kind of want to get these transition ones. There's just 1 yellow shard, right? So I don't think I can upgrade anything right now. Oh, there we go. Anything costs 1 yellow? Anything just costs money or research points? $1. Oh, I see the shadow glows a little bit when it can be upgraded, when you have the ability to upgrade it now. Anything else throbbing? Updating? think we're gonna need more bulldozers. So yeah, things got bad. Things got bad, and don't know what I'm allowed to say. Since I don't know what I'm allowed to say, I figured I'd go sing. You didn't miss it if you missed. Like, I've privated it. But my voice was at its 3 a.m. worst. It was a horrible night of singing. Like, I know I'm a horrible singer. I know it was a mistake for me to ever try singing. I'm a piece of shit singer. And it was a mistake for me to try to make music part of my identity of the channel in the first place. But I was particularly bad because it was 3 a.m. and I just threw a few songs together. So if you missed it, and I know most of you missed it because, like, I think only, like, 4 views. And I nuked it right afterwards. Like, you didn't miss much. Maybe I'll unprivate it if I... Maybe I'll unprivate it if I take a listen back and realize maybe it wasn't so horrible. But everything is fucking horrible. I'm a horrible fucking person. I don't know why I watch me. So that's what happened at 3 a.m. And eventually, that's what led to, on Wednesday, my day, the day for me, the day built, this hole was built for me. Wednesday is just blackjack and Zatsu. I had a little hole in my schedule, a little Wednesday morning hole I needed to fill up. I didn't know what to do with them. The question, like, what do you want to do, Amanda? Not what you feel obligated to do, like Darkest Dungeon, what you have to do. What you're obligated to do for the channel. What do you want to do? I just wanted to play fucking blackjack. I just sat down and played blackjack for a long time. Just sat down and played blackjack. Played blackjack, did a little yapping. Yep, people stop by, I'll, Clanker and Jinx. Jinx is the fucking homie, oh my god. Just, I feel like I got a lot off my chest. Played a couple quote-unquote serious blackjack games. Because it was like vent a little bit. Great Zatsu. Like, the wrap-up show is supposed to be the Zatsu spot. But I feel like I need to do like the Zatsu is mostly focused on what happened and what's going to happen. I think maybe I need to start doing more Zatsus. Like non-wrap-up show Zatsus, just chatting. Because I'm not going to have money to afford new video games for quite a while. Barring a bonus I recently got to work. So maybe I'll just... Back in the day, I used to supplant it by Zatsuing people. Used to just yap with people, just interview people. Not a lot of people seem interested in doing that anymore. Crap, this happened again. This happened last night. Sinus is acting out. Whatever. Cracking open a Pepsi as we open the final stage. But yeah, it was good. Let me just fucking unload. Needed to unload. Things steadily got worse, but it was a chance to vent and just do something I wanted to do for a while. But yeah, the statue is waiting. Fill up the hole one more time to reach the statue. After reach the statue again, continue and oh, there's an end. Good. So, let's do the house again. And Factory. Power station. Factory. House. R&D. I'll put the compressor here. The compressor. R&D. And the helipad. Upgrade these before I go ahead and continue. This is going to be the final push, baby. Just building back to where we were. But yeah, it just... Then we played Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers, which is poker, but it's all fucked... Or blackjack, but it's all fucked up. It's actually really cool to play that. I hadn't played that in months, because I got pissed off with how the last boss jerked you around and changed the rules. It's actually a lot of fun playing that game. Like, they updated a lot of stuff. So it was cool to check in with that, yeah. Get the helicopter going. Beep, hey Clanker, thanks for stopping by, man. We're just going on about the last couple weeks. The wrap-up show is the one show a month. It doesn't matter if people show up live, although when they do, I'm always happy. It's always cool. Thank you, man. Go ahead and kick everything off except the bulldozer. It's not ready yet. Once those start hitting, we're getting over to the statue because the statue is now finished. The last stage that we'll be finishing it today. So the afternoon of the blackjack stream, we did board games with Malone. Originally, it was just going to be a collab with me and Malone. Didn't know what we were going to do. We ended up making it a board game collab. We got Halen in on it. And we got Halen in on it, and we got Minato in on it, too. We had some interesting fucking picks for board games. It was cool. We had this old horse racing game from like the 10s or the 20s or something. This weird card-based betting system where there were just like 12 horses and like you had 12 playing card, like obviously the 12 suits, or no, it was 11 horses, I think. And you roll the dice and that horse moves forward. If it's great, whatever it is, it was an old board horse racing game, but they'd updated it, put Uma Musume characters in it. It was actually kind of hilarious. It was functionally the old horse racing game. It took me a while to realize how to play. That was fun. We also played Gloom, which was one of Halen's suggestions. That's a really disturbing game, like where you have these characters and you have to put on cards that gives you points the more horrible shit happens to them. There's the bulldozer. You get more points the more horrible shit happens to them. You try to kill everyone with the most horrible shit on them. It's fun. It's kind of funny, too. Because he was the one who suggested the game. But I'm the only one who followed the rules. Like, he didn't even know how to properly win the game. Like, I did. I figured it out and busted everyone's balls. Even, like, at the end, all three of them were ganging up against me. 3-on-1. 3-on-1, and they didn't fucking do it. They were unsuccessful. First time I ever played, and I won, and I annihilated them. That's fucking great. And what were the fates of my characters? One of them, old granny, got marooned on the moor and got killed by weasels. Weasels interface. One of them smoked a fentanyl cigarette so much she suffocated and died. One of them got stung by bees so much that the bees covered him in honey, and then the bears ate him. And one of them ran over the queen's poodle with a skateboard like it scared her die too. Then the queen sentenced him to be drowned in a bog. Yeah, horrible shit, I know. Oh, do I get a book? Oh, did I get a quest? I haven't discovered some of these. Alright. Gotta buy more peons. So yeah, and then Halen had to leave, so me, Malone, and Choco played Uno. I can't believe Malone has never played Uno in his life. It's very, and Uno is an insane like card game if you've never played it. Like it goes tripwire fast, and you've got these bizarre like horrible decisions to make. It's great. Uno is fucking great. This is taking way too long. What the fuck is going on? So yeah, like if there's anything I want to work on, it's like if there's anything I want to work on, it's collabs. That's the big thing. Collabs, creative writing, and pro wrestling. Those are the big things. There's the going a lot slower. I didn't stream my end now. I thought I might be able to stream my end. I thought I might. Because I found out, like, the reason we even thought about doing Tabletop Simulator is because there was an update to the system. They started using Unity 6, I believe. But, just to be safe, I didn't stream my end. Because when it comes to collabs, of all the shit I do to get clicks, of all the shit I do to get eyes on me, not be a fucking one view anymore, collab shouldn't be about that. Collab should be about hanging out and meeting these amazing people that I met on my journey. And if that makes me a fucking idiot, if that makes me a dumb desert bitch for thinking that to have a good time being a VTuber, meet amazing people, make friends, etc., then I'll be a dumb desert bitch. It's happened before, it'll happen again. But collabs, like, when I don't care about the numbers when it comes to collabs. I got a blue chip. What can I use the blue chip on? Peons will always respawn. Can I get that now? Oh, that's 2 blue shards. So yeah, initially it was just gonna be me and Malone that day, but that's gonna be moved to I believe this upcoming Wednesday after WebP. Can I upgrade anything? I don't see anything pulsating. Oh, here's something. I got 1 book, but all of these dudes just cut the price of certain things in half, and I've already built everything. Keep coming, filling up that hole. So that was Tabletop Simulator, and that was a hell of a time. So it was a good time with Malone. It was a good time with Choco. It's good to be able to hang out with Halen after a long time. It's been like a long fucking time. And then he had to quit our Idol Showdown collab after an hour because shit was going on over there. So it was good we were able to connect. Alright, and that brings us to the most recent Friday matinee, Nine Kings Connect time. I've been playing a lot of Nine Kings. I love Nine Kings. I think it's amazing. Problem is, unlocking the King of Time just took fucking forever. Because you have to play 999 years. I've sunk hours upon hours into that game, but I had not gotten 999 years. And unfortunately, the years that I did get previously did not stack. Like, I had played hundreds of years and they did not get, so it had to be not 999 years from when I first started playing. It had to be 999 years from 999 years from when the King of Time update was. So that took much longer than it should have. Kind of infuriating. But I finally did unlock him. We did the stream. Don't fucking like him. I do not fucking like the King of Time. Because his ability is Bastion. You know, King of Nothing, he throws a big old rock from his castle. King of Blood summons imps. King of Greed has an instant kill thing. He zaps an enemy back to the back line and does damage. And it sucks because you can only do it once. You can only do it fucking once per enemy. Plus, I believe he's only got like 2 types of troops. The Warpers and the Omnimen or something. I don't know. I think I cut bait after an hour. I do want to do campaign mode soon. I do want to do Nine Kings campaign mode. That'd be so fucking cool. But nah, I'm as a character, I'm not into the King of Time. I don't know if he's even meant to be playable, honestly. I think he's just meant to supplant other kings with his cards when you get them as the spoils of war. So yeah, sometimes Friday is a fucking bust. But it's something to do to split up the long gap between the Wednesday streams and the Sunday streams. And those are going to be going for the foreseeable future. Although there supposedly has been talk about changing things. As of right now, my schedule is still set. Give me a couple Chivos. Yeah, that'll fucking help. So, after 9 kings, that's when things got kind of a little upsetting. Not upsetting, but originally it was supposed to be a singles collab with me and Choco Minato. Like, you know me, I planned this shit out 2-3 weeks into it. Some VTubers don't have a plan, they don't have a schedule more than 1 week in advance. I do them like 2 to 3 weeks in advance. And like I'll notify someone else, say, hey, looking forward to our collab tomorrow. Just to remind them in case they've forgotten. Or just in case anything's changed either. Because the crab game we'll be doing this upcoming week, that's already changed slightly. I'll get into that. Yeah, like 1:30 or so. What did I do that morning? I'm skipping ahead, didn't I? Am I? I think I'm skipping ahead. I think I deleted too much. Because that was an afternoon one. Oh, yeah, I must have blocked it out of my fucking mind because of the trauma. The fucking trauma. Oh my god. Darkest Dungeon. A second session of Darkest Dungeon. Because I needed to get ready for the Countess. Yeah. Fuck. So, the one good thing that happened was the last 3 regular bosses have been taken, like, the way to them has opened up. The way to the Brigand Pounder, the crew, and the third one. It's the Pounder, the crew, and the Prophet. Gate to all of those has been opened. And I didn't beat a single fucking one. In fact, I had one person voting. Like, I had 10 people in chat, but I had one person voting. That one person wanted me to do the crew first, and I did. Powered up the compressor some. Peons respawning would be nice, but I need 2 blue shards for that. So yeah, I didn't get any of the bosses killed. In fact, I suffered. I've been doing this for nearly 3 in-game years. Nearly 30 streams. One person in chat votes in the poll. Tell me to do the crew first. And fighting the crew, I end up getting my first ever total party kill. First time, nearly 30 streams, nearly 3 in-game years. First total party kill was against the drunken crew. Or the drowned crew. And I'm like, no, that's it, I'm done. You killed off 4 level 6 characters. 5 if you count the previous runs in there. I believe I lost all my Plague Doctors. But I don't think Plague Doctor is going to be necessary for those 3 bosses, particularly. Except maybe the Prophet, but I can make the Prophet bleed. And just, like, I'd had hesitations about doing this before, about finishing it up before. Because I'd done this so long, like, do I really want to throw more good streams after bad? Do I really want to? And I feel at this point, yes, it is wasting fucking time to keep going with Darkest Dungeon. I feel like I'm wasting my fucking time with that game. I really do. Don't have a choice, though. Because I feel I don't have a choice, but that day I had a choice. After the crew killed everyone, I bailed. I rage quit the stream. I'm done. I'm done with Darkest Dungeon. I'm doing Christmas in Crimson Court. Because doing Christmas in Crimson Court because I promised you I would. After that, though, I'm done. Darkest Dungeon, I'm uninstalling it. We're gonna do Disco Elysium. And then we may do one of a couple other games I tested recently. Do Disco Elysium, and then... it won't be fucking Darkest Dungeon, though. It will not. I think you get achievable for destroying some clouds. But yeah, I put my heart and soul into that game, like, every week and every fucking other week. I've spent hours and hours playing Darkest Dungeon. I just cannot take it anymore. I know it needs to be done, but either the RNG fucks me over. I don't get the person I need. I don't get the type I need. It's just getting infuriating, and I don't see a point anymore. I get like max CCV. I get like 20, 30, 35 CCV watching Darkest Dungeon. I'm still not 100% sure they're not bots. Like, that someone's a fan of Darkest Dungeon is botting me or not. If they are, like, they can save their fucking money. I'm done with Darkest Dungeon after Christmas Supreme Court. It's like, what's the fucking point? Like, even Vinny didn't finish it. Even Vinny dropped it. So yeah, it was already a bad Sunday. It was already really fucking bad Sunday. And then I get a message like 1:30 or so that Choco has to cancel our collab. I mean, I'm happy he told me this time. Like, last time he just like showed up like an hour and a half late. This time he told me. And like, okay. And I had nothing else planned. I would have been, like, with how late it was, I would have been justified in just canceling for the night. But I feel bad. Like, I know almost nobody watches my shit anymore. But I would have felt bad for the people who do watch my shit if I didn't give them some kind of content. Any kind of fucking content. So, I just played some of the demos that have been sitting on my computer for a while. Just played some demos. We did Dive for the Lich. That was a lot of fun, actually. I think I might get that if it goes on sale. Dive for the Lich is real fucking cool. It's like a roguelike die roller, like Slay the Spire, but with D4, 6s, 8s, etc. And decision making, weapon sorting. It's actually real fucking good. And the big one though, Dokapon Sword of Fury. Like I bought Dokapon Kingdom Connect recently, but I had not played Sword of Fury before. I think there's like a DS version or something. But Sword of Fury was actually kind of cute too. Of course, I actually ended up buying Dokapon Sword of Fury. Like it went sale for like a super super deep cut, and I bought Sword of Fury, and I played the first couple acts. I forgot how fucking cheap that game is. How fucking insane. How fucking stupid the die rolls can be. Because they lock in tons of die rolls. So that you can't save scum it. But I still have to save scum it. Because the computer always gets the rolls they need, and you never get the rolls you need. The computer always knows what you're gonna do. I forgot how fucking balls bustingly hard the game is when you're just playing the computer. I wanted to do a story mode, like full playthrough. I wanted to do full campaign mode playthrough because I'm looking for a couple games to do once Disco Elysium's done. Like I want to do nothing but Disco Elysium for long form Sundays. I want to do that, but then afterwards I want to maybe go back to doing 2 different games again. Like switching off every other week. And then doubling up if I don't have something planned on Sunday afternoons. I'm kind of keeping the afternoon slots open for collabs. Although, I'll get into that too. I'm trying to keep them open for collabs. So yeah, what other... Like, I had a few... Like, I had the voice of a VTuber where it was this kind of goofy fucking visual novel. And to entertain myself, I made everyone a character from Law and Order. And it was like Jack McCoy, Gerald Briscoe, and Abby Phillips, etc. You gotta make your own fun sometimes. And that was fun. I don't know when me and Choco are gonna be able to do a solo collab again. Like, me and Malone are soloing it on Wednesday, this upcoming Wednesday after WebP. I don't know when me and Choco are gonna do it because I'm booked up for solid for the rest of the year. I'm booked for the rest of the year, so I don't know if he wants to reschedule or not, or if he's interested. But if he is, like, we'll figure something out in the new year. I think the impetus was I had Sand Ruby doing a whole bunch of pre-played games scheduled for that last Wednesday. I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and get the demos out. So that was Sunday. Then we get up to actually what was been a very, very success. I feel like it was a very successful writing stream with the Rot, talking about the Rot and Mahavre. Now we didn't actually talk a lot about the Rot, but it was still a very successful, very powerful stream. Starting out with what is the Rot? Oh, it's the scars left by the Eldritch War. Both the physical ones and the mental ones, because Bun Bun, she's been highly traumatized. As goofy and lovable and sweet Southern Belle that Bun Bun is, she has been horribly scarred by the war herself. She was a general on the front lines. I tried to explore that a little bit. Mostly focused on Juliet Romero. The femboy. Juliet, by the way, Juliet's not a femboy. Juliet's actually a woman. And realize that, yeah, like, if I'm gonna make one of my characters a femboy and the people who are addicted to femboys aren't even gonna watch the fucking stream, why am I gonna bastardize, like, my work and make a female character a femboy if they're not even interested in watching the stream? So, Juliet was always supposed to be a woman. and you realize that, yeah, like, that was kind of the part of, it's psyops or whatever. She was playing a femboy just to get people to listen to the radio station, Radio Free Mahavre, which is dead, by the way. They lost government funding. The government is pulling out of Mahavre, which means the military is pulling out, which means Juliet now has nowhere to go, nothing to do. So she's going to be a bit of a wild card going forward. And of course, we met another couple of the Rattlers, the generic villains. We met the Hanged Man and the Magician, as well as Moon. No Sign of Death, aka Fortune Faded, the big fat Gorgon woman. And no sign of the Tower either. So it's like, what are they doing? Where are they? It's like, to be continued. I feel like The Rot was one of the most successful streams in a long fucking time as far as the writing goes. Because there's a lot I left on the table. Like, I did not get through, like, a third of the ideas I had. Like, following up on Juliet's history or following up on the Vegas stream. We never even explored why Amanda was at the courthouse that morning. We never even brought that up. There's so many ideas for next time. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to finish the story in 2 years. That was the plan, getting the story done in 2 years with the writing stream a month. I honestly don't know if I'll be able to do that now. Although now we do have Mossberg, the main antagonist, has appeared and they have started making machinations. And they are starting to, like, investigate the Rot more. So yeah, it felt really good. Like, if Sunday broke my fucking heart, Wednesday was great. Wednesday kind of yelled at a little bit because I did what I loved. And I was able to get my creative Jonesing out there. It was fucking great. Get $500,000. Should be able to do something right. Yeah, I really can't do anything. Let's just keep going. Not nearly optimal as I want. There's still a lot of shit just sitting there. Probably should have put it closer to the hole. But, hey, we're still about to beat the game. So yeah, I got a ton of meat on the bone for the next stream or two. Because we didn't even discuss why Amanda was at the courthouse that morning. And, we visited the Vegas stream. We actually got to stop by the casino. And we met Dual Green. Amanda's 6'6", bony, pale, androgynous desert bitch. Dual Green, the pit boss of the Vegas stream, is a 6'7" Amazon with massive boobs who runs the casino with an iron fist. So, I promised, I knew that I promised that Mossberg was going to be the last main character. But when I thought about the character for Dual Greens, just this bunny girl boss lady, it just kind of made me chuckle. And I'm like, yeah, I'll throw her in, even if it's just like one moment. Although I've already thought about how I could work her into the story otherwise as well. And this was the stream I'd already had planned that inspired me to do the, By the way, my stream isn't chunking out. This is how it looks in the game itself. It's really going slow. That's why I'm thinking maybe it wasn't meant to handle all this shit. Trying to get all this shit in the hole as soon as I can. There's got to be more efficient. Seems like the last layout I had was more efficient, but it doesn't matter. They're about to hit the statue. But yeah, so I had like 48 games, like 50 or 60 games, but 50 of them were like more than 10, like more than 6 gigs. So I didn't want anything that was too horribly big. So we did some road tests with games I already owned. Because I got pissed off that I didn't get my bonus at work before the Black Friday sale ended. Just some guy just straight up told me he forgot to get that to me. Just straight up forgot. And like there's so much shit going on, I understand. So I just gotta be thankful for what I got. So I pulled Sandy out, and as Sandy, I did some road testing of games I already owned. I wanted to try to get through like 10 to 15 to 20 of them. Ended up getting through like 10, maybe. Like less than 10. Because a couple of them were so good, I want to go ahead and put them in regular rotation. Cards. The World War II card game I keep telling Malone about. I don't think he's played it yet. That was actually really good. It's really tricky, makes you think, although I do see the allure. Like, I could see where it could be like pay to win if you get like really good cards, really good build setup. But it looks like it's a lot of fun, and I'm interested in at least trying out the campaign modes for the other countries. I did play a couple of demos, including the demo for Anemonia. I think it's an Indonesian game. I'm not sure. It's called Anemonia, and it was actually kind of amazing. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was sweet. The demo was short, and really left me wanting more. So I got ahead and wishlisted Anemonia for when that comes out. It's so about a young woman going to college, living her life, and then as a child, her grandma gets into an accident, and she tries to. And then there's like it's implied about something about the future and the past. It looks amazing, and I can't wait to check it out. And the other one I had too much fun with, way too much fun with, was Fallout 2. Or not Fallout 2, it was Flat Out 2. I haven't played it, it's Flat Out 2. It's a car racing game, really old car racing game. And it has the stunt mode. Like I don't even fucking after a while I didn't even fuck with the racing mode. I just did the stunt mode. Cuz what you do is you have an eject button and you eject the driver and do shit with them. You could put them through a basketball hoop. You could put them through the uprights for a field goal. You could put them on a curling board. None of you fuckers know what curling is. Put them on a curling board. And when I bear me. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I didn't go to the BRB screen because I didn't know if we'd fill up the hole in the meantime. So yeah, the thing I had too much fun with, number one, the Demolition Derby. Ended up singing "Rough Landing Holly" by Yellow Card because it just happened to be playing during the Derby. It was a lot of fun. Mainly was the poker game though. They had a huge fucking poker thing, huge fucking grid work, and they had enormous poker cards. And you flung your character at the poker cards, and you make a poker hand with the 5 cards that hit. It was hilarious. I got way too invested in it. And it ran really well. Flat Out actually ran really well. It's such an old game, I understand it good. Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. So I got at least enough games to do at least one more stream like that. At least one more. If not two. Although some of these, like, I'm holding on because they're potential RPGs. Like I did Half Minute Hero 2, I went ahead and did that. It's the same shit with a lot more reading, and it seems like a lot more convoluted. Not interested. A lot more bullshit. First one pissed me off so much, too. So yeah, I might be doing Dokapon Sword of Fury once I'm done with Disco Elysium. I don't know, we'll see. So, we're about to fill in the hole. We'll fill in the hole, and then I'll go ahead and show you the rest of the schedule for this upcoming week and next week. Hold up right now. So, let's fill the hole. What the fuck? What the fuck? No, how do you beat the monster? How do you beat the fucking monster now? Well, the old good ending. Bullshit. Supposed to capture the monster? I'm pulling up the guide quickly. You'll have to build the temple and upgrade it a few times to unlock the laser power. 6 red shards have to complete 6 different buildings minigames and have their durability reach 0. There are building minigames? Red shards and building minigames. Nobody told me about that shit. Building minigames? No fucking. We do the minigame. Oh, that was some bullshit. So there's mini games you gotta play to get the good ending. Ooh, fuck it. Fuck it. So... So here's the schedule for this week, the rest of this week. Tomorrow, normal Friday matinee. Noon, we're doing Balatro with Star. Just gonna be a 2-hour thing or so. Doing the PvP again. I feel like I've learned a lot. Then Sunday, doing more Disco Elysium. We'll continue being the fucking pinball king. Try to finish day 2 at least. Then Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m., we're doing Crab Game with Balone, Choco, and Elf. Didn't get to collab with Choco earlier, so this will be at least a chance to do that. Crab Game, I don't know how much meat on the bone there is for Crab Game, though. By the way, it's 6 p.m. now. They moved it back from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., but you know, I'll get a little more Disco Elysium in, that's fine. So 6 p.m. this Sunday. Crab Game with the boys. I'm trying to pull up the final one. Next week is the important one, though. I always try to make the last week before I finish a stream, or before I go on hiatus from streaming. I try to make the last week really important. And this upcoming week is going to be really fucking important. This upcoming Wednesday, the 17th, the Fire Pro, the anniversary of my 1-year anniversary of my Fire Pro show, World Extreme Battle Pro, formerly known as Desert Mid-South. Main event, Takamori versus Bar Windfish 3, the rubber 5-star match. Vice Mature versus Link and Zelda for the tag titles. Geese defends his heavyweight championship against an unknown opponent. A hardcore tournament for a new hardcore title. And more. There may be more previews if I could get more stuff filmed, but if not, then it's not. Then 4 p.m. in the afternoon, Salted Caramel, Caramelone. I haven't had too much chance to speak with him because he's been so busy. He's almost at 500 subscribers. Go subscribe to Malone. He's almost at 500 subscribers so he can raid and shit. I haven't had a chance to talk to him too much because he's been so busy, but he's plugging along and I fucking love it. So we don't know what we're going to do yet. We'll figure it out. Next Friday, Lucky 7 karaoke. I'm done singing on this channel, but I figure I owed you one more. Maybe I'll pull out a couple Christmas songs. Force myself to sing for one last time. Next Sunday, force myself to play Darkest Dungeon one last time. We're actually gonna go to the Countess. Don't give a fuck if we beat her or not. We're gonna make the attempt. If we do beat her and I have some time, I'll try beating the crew, Pounder, and the Prophet. Probably go after the Prophet first. I think I'm best set up to kill the Prophet. Yeah, the main thing Crimson Court is going to be at next Sunday. It's about killing the Countess. Then next Sunday, 8 p.m., doing Morrowind again with Sensoka. It had been months since that stream with Sensoka. Then a couple weeks ago, we did Morrowind. Had the birth of Amanda Splatts, which was fucking cool. And we did some weird shit. We just moved on, and I don't know what we'll be doing this. It'll be a lot of fun, though. Again, it's a super late night, but I figure if it's going to be my last gaming stream, for a while it's going to be a late night. And then Monday, 12/22, the Monday before Christmas, that'll be the last wrap-up show. We're going to do Cast and Chill. Cast and Chill has had new DLC come out. I haven't done the new DLC on stream for Lo-Fi Spirit Sessions, because the people at Lo-Fi Girl who do the music now refuse to get back in touch with me about whether it's royalty-free or not. It's honestly, they're kind of pissing me off. Like, the person in the Discord didn't know, he wasn't sure. And I emailed the Lo-Fi Girl website. They didn't do a fucking thing about it. I haven't heard back from them yet. So now that's out of rotation. But Cast and Chill, the fishing game, has a new locale. We'll be checking that out. And it'll be the last wrap-up show of the year and the last stream of the year. Because I'll be going on a hiatus for 2 weeks. Although I will be 100% honest, and I've been hesitating to say this. I didn't want to say anything. It may be longer than 2 weeks. I may be gone longer than 2 weeks. A lot longer than 2 weeks. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, though. Just hope we never have to cross it. No slop today because no one cares. Although I have started doing videos. I made some slop videos, actually. I don't have the URL right now, but I posted it. You can check my Twitter. I uploaded them there. I'm gonna go ahead and get going. Filled up the hole, got a bad ending because there's some minigame shit that we weren't privy to. So I don't care about getting the good ending. This is just something to vibe to while I yap about the week that was. For anyone out there who might be interested in the week that was and the week that's coming up. That was Fill Up the Hole. And now the hole in your head has been filled up with my informations. I give it the best. I furnish all the informations, baby. The wrap-up show. Get a little rest before my next shift. Maybe get some to eat. I don't know. I'm kind of tapped out. Payday is until this weekend, and I don't. And like. No, that's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I'm your faithful Amanda Splatts. Thank you for stopping by. Lurkers, Vod, watch your second screen saints. Next stream is Balatro with Deadback tomorrow at noon. I'm your faithful Amanda Splatts. This is Amanda Splatts Project.